Thursday, July 9th. What's up, everybody? So we kind of broke out of that low area from yesterday. And yo, heading back to 30K, I guess. What's up? Juice is good. What's that? What's a flock? How did they do that? Like where the camera is located? Like a traffic camera kind of thing? I'm trying to imagine what. So it's mainly for like traffic, like they have it on roads and stuff. A flock, like a flock of seagull, like a flock of birds. Huh. First time hearing about it. So they're like taking notes from what China does, I guess. That's freaking weird. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's lame. Damn. That's awesome. I wonder if they did this type of thing in the past and like if you like let's say you just did something like social engineering where you just import a bunch of people and erase a certain group and then you could just install after a generation or two like a new history and just be like it's always been this way and this is our, you know, records or whatever. Like you could just so you could like technically that's what they're doing because there's this whole like subculture of people that say like Shakespeare was black or like, you know, that you know even what they're doing with the Odyssey like trying to have like race swapped characters of Greek characters and say like, you know, that's what Greeks looked like or whatever. Like you could use psyop people, and after a few generations, people think no, it was multicultural even back then. Until eventually, there's just like, what are white people? You know, it's pretty much sounds about right. Yeah, there was people there all the time. Like they didn't have accounts. So, you know, the people were just like living paycheck to paycheck with no account and they just cash it out. And I'm like, you have to pay $5 to cash a check. Why don't you just open the free checking account and then you don't have to pay? And they're just like afraid to open the account or something. You're just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, what is that? What's that about? No clue. I think Dave made like 700 or something decent on his account yesterday. Yeah, he was I remember him leaving out. He's like, I gotta go. I'm doing pretty good. This is a nice day. And then he just like he's ended it on a good note. I love those days. It's awesome. We don't have any news either, right? It was basically over for the week. We had FOMC minutes like last time, and now we got a speaker or something, but not really. Canada. Do. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes, like, you meet some kind person at public spaces like that. I remember when I went back to get my license renewed one year, and I was only there for like a week, and it was mainly to get the license renewed so I could get a license in Japan, because you need a valid license to do one to have the other done. So I was like going back solely for that purpose almost. Of course, see family too, but I went to the DMV, and then they were like, you need this like bank statement and then your valid license, proof of residence in the States or whatever. And I'm like, you don't understand. I've been out of the country for like over a year. I don't have any of that. And then like I had this Bank of America statement that was like at my dad's previous address, but it's like, it needs to be within 90 days. And I'm like, come on, you don't understand. I don't have another day but today. And the lady was just like, she like, you know, overlooked it. I was like, whoa, there are people that, you know, can bend the rules. And I was just like, thank you so much. You don't understand. This is like, you know, it was like a domino that like leads in a positive direction, and she helped knock it over, you know. I remember that movie. It was like about a train that has to like, he's like analyzing like the train crash or something, and it turns out he's like, I don't want to spoil it, but he can like relive the same moment before the accident or something, I think. I remember he got like beat up or something, yeah. I remember somebody kicked his ass. I heard about somebody kicking his ass. I don't know if that was true. What does he do? Russell Crowe. Looking for a fight, mate. Proper. I guess they made all the money already. It's just good to show up. You know, it's a ritual. You never know. You might miss the like crash of the century and be like, I was there for that. Bang the spoons. Well, it's a pretty active Discord. There's a lot of people, and everyone's pretty chill. There's also summer, so a lot of people got a lot of stuff, so, you know, it's not like people have to show up every day necessarily. It's like optional. That's one of the beauties of trading. Is you're like, you know what, I don't feel like trading today, and you just don't have to. No boss is gonna be like, get back to work. You had a lot on your old channel, but you know, that's another story for another time, right? You had some momentum going there. Hmm? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of the motivations of me training 3 times a day, you know, like seeing my dad's necrotic legs and everything. I was just like, that's real. There's a so I went, like, what was it, like, not this past Christmas, but the one before that, to America or whatever. And that was before I lost all this weight and whatnot. But yeah, I saw him in the hospice as he was like dying or whatever from cancer, from like liver failure, and he was all bloated and shit. Yeah, and it was just like, it was real, you know. It was like one of those real moments where you're like, damn, this, you know, like the legs, his legs were all like fucking black, and I was like, there's no coming back from this, because the circulation was being like rerouted or whatever, because he basically had, like, you know, everything shutting down. Yeah, it sucks. But he was like mentally sharp, so it was like, you know, the body just stops working eventually. Yeah, so it was pretty shitty. And then, like, because his food, he's not processing, and the liver's not processing, it's like kicking back toxic, you know, not bile, but like unprocessed shit, and it like clouds your frequency. So like, he wasn't like necessarily the same. Like, what you were getting was like a dim, like a slightly toxic version where he was kind of angry, but he was never really that way. So it was kind of like, it was like a cloud that was over him because of the body malfunctioning. But I don't think it was necessarily, you know, he was in a bad place. It was that, you know, it was like he's not getting nutrients. So it's like, if your brain's not getting nutrients either, you're gonna like, yeah, he wasn't making sense at certain times. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's kind of what happens, I guess, if everything's going haywire. So yeah, it was kind of like one of those inspirational things that when I got back, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Because he was running marathons, full marathons at my age. So I was like, if that's where that leads after being in that top condition, and I'm like looking at my gut and everything, I was like, damn, where am I gonna be in 30 years? Like, I don't want to be in that situation. I mean, we all go out sometime, but I don't want to go out like that. Not like this. So that's every time I'm like, I don't want to do the push-ups or the sit-ups or the weight jacket run or whatever. I'm just like, shut the fuck up to that internal bitch, and I just do it. Because it beats the alternative. Yeah. Oh. Damn. Yeah, man. I don't know the quote, but it's like, you know, something to the effect of like a healthy person has like 1,000 dreams, but an unhealthy person has one or something. And it's just to get to healthy again. Because it's just like, if you can't have that, you know, I kind of felt that way. Like when I had COVID that one time, like it took away my taste for a lot of stuff. And like I couldn't taste the richness of food that much. And then like I was like, man, this sucks. Like I would eat this like thing that I know tastes good and I can't fucking taste it. And then I had these mints that I like to eat, but I couldn't taste the mints. I'm like, damn it. So like having those, like another thing that would suck besides your body failing would be like your mind failing and having like a healthy body where you like get dementia or like Alzheimer's or something, where you just don't know anything, you forget everything. That would suck. I guess you wouldn't even know it sucks though, so you just revert to being like a shell of what you were. But then there's like angry dementia people where it leaves the outer shell of like the husk of anger. If they were like and you watch it for the first time again. You're like, damn, this is awesome. Do 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 do. Just play The Matrix and all these classics, Lord of the Rings. You're like, oh my god. Yeah, like Memento, like halfway through the movie, you don't know what you're watching. It's too long. Yeah, that was that was Christopher Nolan too, wasn't it? I like that all the game companies are getting like they're ousting a lot of devs and stuff now. That's kind of for making all those agenda games. Are they though adding people? I thought they were just cutting them. That sucks. Well, it's basically like we've turned in every place on Earth into an economic zone where it's just like people don't view it as a country. It's just a place to earn a paycheck and raise a family. And they don't have to have affiliation to that place. Just extract the money and live their life kind of thing. There's no allegiance to that place. No, you can't. They're just gonna go the path of least resistance if they can in every case. So unless you make the resistance legal or have penalties for doing it a certain way, then they won't listen. Doesn't matter what you say. It's always the more fiscally sound choice will be the one they take. Okay. Perfect. I go meet with like a realtor tomorrow to look at places for the school I want to open next year. So it's kind of coincidental because today I had to go with my work to this new location for them to kind of look at setting up tables and chairs for this like temporary place that we're going to hold the lesson for like a day or something. And I'm like, funny, I'm going to be doing something like this tomorrow for myself. It's like the universe was winking like, yeah, you can do it too. You don't need to work for anybody. I don't think I was built to work for other people. It's like after a decade of doing my own school, like it's just I can't handle it. There was that 5-year stint where I was making the science curriculum for that decent company with the like $5 million investment in their building and the program to develop the curriculum, where I was like, all right, this is something important. It felt like I was part of like a winning team or whatever, and they had me in charge of it. Then I was like, yeah, okay, yes sir, like I was happy to be part of it until they wouldn't reward me for my creation. Then I was like, oh fuck, yeah, everyone's just selfish, I see. And then I learned to not trust the man because they don't give a shit about you. Yeah. Because she just like let let it go to the wayside or something? Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, she said she was given all these tasks and then she didn't do it. So she'd make false like claims or whatever, like unrealistic tasks. That's fucked up. $200, damn. So you could just get the chopping block and grab the next Sanjake. Sanjake to the front with the Windex. I miss the 90s and whatnot. It's like you could be like offensive without being considered like a bigot or racist or something. Like you could play to stereotypes of whatever you want to talk about, whether it's like make an Indian accent or something, and nobody would get really that angry about it. And they would know you're not being like racist, you're just trying to be funny. I'd like that time to come back, that'd be cool. All those snowflake style, like you can't even say retarded, you say regarded or something. It's dumb. It's like, why not just say retarded? It just means slow. Flame retardant. You don't say flame regardant. It's like retardant just means like slowing down. It doesn't even mean Down syndrome unless you want it to mean that. It just means slow. It's just like calling homeless people unhoused and stuff. I remember my mom tried to correct me on that. I'm like, Mom, don't try to be PC. It's just language police nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. Unhoused. It's just, yeah, it's like if you get people to use your terms, then you're playing into their hands. So it's better to just, yeah, say whatever you want and then let them be offended. If you want to be offended, that's your choice, right? Offense is like in the eye of the beholder. A minute on the clock. Got an 88 buyer that just entered at 749. Looks like it could coincide with what you're seeing because they could get absorbed. Nice. That was smooth. Hitting some sellers here, some 60 lot and a 90 lot at 698. Saying what? I'm gonna go smoke a fag. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's just weird. Language shifts and changes, but it doesn't really need to. It's just like times change kind of thing. And yeah, I took the seller exhaustion. I was circling a bunch of sellers. I talked about the 94 lot at 698. So when I went back against them, I was like, seller exhaustion, I'm long. Here we go. There was just like some sellers generated, but other than that, I have no clue. I'm locking in like 1,000 if it goes back. Snap. This could get funky, who knows? It's pretty wild. You just hit a bunch of buyers on the way up too, like funky. I'm gonna lock in $2 grand. If it goes back, come on. Trailing this and got 2,300. Nice. Okay. Okay, so rip, rip, rip to the upside. Okay. I would imagine they're high maintenance, they're high performance. My wife has like a Citroen, but their service is pretty good. They'll like give you a luxury car every time you need a repair. Yeah, like no extra charge either. Like their rentals were like, damn, you're gonna give us this one? All right. They are reliable. Japan did make some really good cars. Toyota and we're only 3K in delta for the day for buyers. That was a pretty violent upside push. Not really sure. It looks like it might want to reprice higher, but does Discord eat a lot of RAM? I never noticed. How do you, I guess you check it on the resources. Ooh. So you made like basically the entire range held at the high volume node. We retested it and then we were gone off of Asia, London, retested the mid, came up, New York now taking the baton off of London. You're getting a new car? Maybe they give you like a Japanese hand towel inside. Wash your hands with. I don't know. Japanese give some random like etiquette, manners stuff. You're like, why do they have this little origami bird in the first aid kit? I'd be like, with pleasure, heal thyself. Fully loaded, we got snacks and supplies. Grabbed about 448 in sell side with that rip there. I'm in a light short too. I wasn't believing in it, so I didn't announce it, but it was like 5 micros. So, what is it? Something like 70 ticks up right now. Ooh, Insta. That'd be cool if we go back and get some of those like imbalances that we created, but you know, doesn't need to do jack shit. That was a pretty intense recovery. It's gonna rip higher now at this point. Just hit about, what, 374 in buy side and tagged in some 90 lot, 80 lot buyers at the 900s. Most likely stop shorts. find the tops. Yo. Yep. It's pretty good. It surely will. The hourly close just finished. It's going to do its little liquidity pinging. Run this adjusting. It's nice to have a good pastime. We went and established that high. Are we going to go re-enter the opening range? Who knows? 4K in Delta for the day. It's basically long every pullback, it seems. Buyer absorption. Good question. Not enough large candidates to say yes on that. You had some that I circled at 900. So if we go below 900, yes. So far, it's getting support though. Have a good one, AK. Have a good one. Speaking of which, we can do the whole Apex thing tomorrow. If you comment on today's stream. Nice, like a GAN fan or a pitchfork. That's cool. Yeah. We got one nice like long out of it. Short didn't play out, so I'm just chilling right now. Not much selling tagged in this, so if it is going to test sell side, it could keep going because this is only like 173 delta pullback and 130 in the current 2 tick, so we'll see. Mm-hmm. Well, Ilhadi, hopefully you're in that short. There you are. There you go. Nice. Damn. Hopefully it's going to retest those volume imbalances it generated on the open in the 700s. Dave, you take that? Nice. Yeah, where I was saying like it could keep going because there's not much sellers being tagged as this violence ensues. Like in I re-entered the short, but I wasn't right the first time, so I didn't say anything about it. You're hitting sellers on the way down. Not you just hit 269 in cumulative in the last 2,000 ticks, but still negligible for the violence. It's not like hundreds. It's two, you know. It's on a mission. You just swept the low of the local low. We got a 500 lot spoofer at 29,900. It looks like they entered. I was late in seeing that. They put their thing there like just before the drop. Surprised I didn't see it. Must be tired. Nice. It's good to do stuff with the kids. Create them core memories. Oh, that's cool. Are they into baseball? Oh, that's cool. I can respect any high level players of any game. Not really into watching it per se, but I can respect the art of, watching a professional do their thing. Right. Spoofer's still there. 29 even, 29.9 even. And they put that there before the dramatic drop. Like, when was that? Like, 5 minutes ago or something. So it gives me the impression they still want lower prices. We do have those imbalances we generated at the starting at the 767 area. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Now we're getting paid and we hit our take profit. I took profit on that short across 5 Apex 250Ks. So that was it's pretty good. They're legacies, so they can't stop me after 6 payments. Gotta have some goals, you know. Like try to aim at something. All right, this was awesome. I can't believe that. That was short, was unbelievable. Spoofer's still there. Yeah. The violence. On that note, ladies and gents, I will bid you adieu. Stay frugal, stay positive, stay blessed, and we'll catch you next time. Peace. Oh, Apex giveaway tomorrow. Comment, like, subscribe on today's video, and that will enter you for tomorrow. Let's do it.